Hi everyone, a short video on POW Pledge Pledge 2, which is using renewable electricity. So here is the page from our How guidance on this point. So firstly of all, remember to look at ways to reduce that energy use. It can cost energy, regardless of where you're getting it, is going to be costing you money. So reducing that electricity use in the first place is going to be important. And even if you're using 100% renewable electricity, it's going to be easier to install the amount of renewable electricity we need as a country if we are using less of it. So do have a look in the more detailed section about ways you could reduce this, things like within an office using more energy efficient appliances and IT. And then that actual switch to renewable electricity. Every business should be pretty much able to, if you control your own supply, use renewable electricity within the UK and most of Western Europe, in fact. So the main thing is establishing which locations you're responsible for, gathering bills for those to see how much energy you use, and that will allow you to get the quote for switching to renewable electricity. So yeah, look at some of the supplier options, for example, through the Big Clean Switch. Companies like Octopus and Good Energy and Ecotricity are some of the best. I will talk in a bit about some of the differences between types of provider, but one of the other things you should then look at, especially if you have your own premises, is on-site solar energy, particularly if you're a larger site like a snow dome. This can save you money, definitely with the cost of energy spiking like it is. So yeah, have a look at that as well. And because if you install your own solar panels, then you know that you are increasing the amount of renewable electricity that is actually being used. So some pointers here about what you'll need, creating that spreadsheet of all your bills. And if you are a suitable provider, if you're a large energy user, you might have a half hourly meters become more common. And yeah, work out the MPAN numbers and get those quotes and look at the cost of switching. And yeah, basically you'll need to work out when you can switch. And that's why we suggest you might take 2 or 3 years, depending on if you have an annual or a longer contract. So part of it is identifying when your contract ends and therefore when's the time to get switching. So yeah, not all contracts are the same, as it says here. It's most beneficial to the environment to actually be installing new solar or renewable electricity and be using that. So yeah, there's some more information about that here. You can do this at no upfront cost if you use a power purchase agreement where you don't actually own the panels, but you get cheap electricity for the next 10-20 years. So you can have a look into PPAs or buying your own solar panels, and then you can also do sort of indirect rather than installing it on your own site. If you're a more but are a permanent site like a store that you own but you don't have a roof, then you can also use offsite, you can invest in offsite solar panels. So it's called a power purchase agreement, a PPA again, but offsite. Agree to contract to buy part of a new solar panel field elsewhere. So yeah, PPAs on-site or off-site, power purchase agreements, those are the best ways because you're building new renewable electricity. But then if you can't do that, look at these renewable energy contracts from suppliers that use REGOs and install renewables. So yeah, Good Energy and Ecotricity are probably the strongest two. Octopus is also rated one of the better ones. Preferably, yeah, someone that solely does those types of contract. And there's some more information here on how to save energy and electricity and ratings both in the UK and then one for France as well. Yeah, as ever, if you have any questions, then just drop us a line by email, or you can also potentially get a consultant to help you. Okay, I think that's about it for Pledge 2. Thanks for watching.